So just a couple of things. You really need to soak your beans before you go into the classroom. When you get to the preschool, put them in water right away, because if they're really hard, this ain't gonna work at all, and it'll be really frustrating for you and the children. But you also want to have, like, we have some bean seeds that are already split. You want to have some as examples. It's really actually challenging for a lot of the kids. You need a lot of fine motor skills, so have some done, and then potentially do some with the children, or kind of do some kind of for the children. Hi, Heather. Welcome to science.
What are we doing?
Oh my goodness, Heather, this is such a fun activity. So here I have some bean seeds. And look, I took off, this is called the seed coat. You see how it's really thin?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like a coat like we wear when it's cold?
It's like a coat that you wear when it's cold, you're right. And see, the actual little seed is coming out. And if we have these special tools, this is called a magnifying glass.
Can I use it?
Mm-hmm. Let's say magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah, and so we take our magnifying glass, and if you hold it close,
it makes it big.
It does. It magnifies it. It makes it really big. And if you look in the seed, there's a little sprout with leaves.
It looks like a plant.
That's what's so neat about these seeds. It is like a little plant in there. It's a little sprout. That's why I wanted to open it to show you. It's really interesting. It looks like a little plant. Did you know that if you opened up these lima beans, that there would be a little plant inside?
No, I didn't.
It's really interesting.
Can we grow them in a garden?
You can grow them in a garden, but what we're going to do is we're going to do something even more special. We're going to grow them in a little plastic bag.
Why?
Because we don't have a garden right here in our classroom. I know you guys have one outside, but we don't have one inside. So I'm going to give you a piece of paper towel, and look, I folded it up like that, and you get to squirt it 4 times.
It's not squirting.
Is it not coming out?
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, maybe one more. 5. Okay, it looks pretty wet. Yeah. And then, so the cool thing about this paper towel, it's going to act like the dirt. Like the black dirt that we looked at, and let's find out about it.
How?
Because feel it. Feels kind of
wet.
Yeah, it feels kind of damp. And when you put a seed in the dirt, usually you make the dirt wet. So that way it helps the seed get nutrients and it helps it grow. So, okay, so you get to pick out 3 seeds to put in.
1, 2, 3. How come they're all wet?
Well, we were soaking them so that way they got a little bit easier maybe to put in the bag. So I'm going to put one kind of underneath the paper towel. You want to push them down a little bit? Okay, so then we're going to just close it up but leave a little bit of room because it needs some air. Just like outside when they put the seeds in dirt, they need air so that they can grow. And then we're going to put it somewhere in the classroom where there's a lot of sunlight because the sunlight gives it nutrients and then it's going to grow into a little bean plant. Wow. I know, and there's not even dirt in there, but the paper towel acts like dirt. And that's how it gets nutrients. So I'm going to write your name on it. So that way everyone knows that this is Heather's. And then we need to find a place in the classroom where we can hang it up where it's going to get some sunlight.
The window.
Oh, you think the window is a good idea? I think we're going to need some tape so that we can tape it up into the window. And now everyone knows that you're the scientist that planted these seeds.
Will they grow?
Well, it's going to take a couple days. It might even take a week, so you're going to have to keep checking it.
Okay.
And I wanted to also show you that we have these really interesting little diagrams, and
That's
shows
like what
us,
we saw over here with the glass.
Yeah, this is called a magnifying glass. See, we took off that seed coat. See that little thin part? See, it says the seed coat. And then you said that we saw some little leaves. It's like a little sprout. It says the baby plant. Oh, and then the food. The food's kind of in the middle. Do you see the food?
Yeah, it's the whole bean.
So this is really helpful. It tells us everything that's in the little seed.